It was back in April that President Donald Trump slapped automakers with a 25% tariff on all foreign-made vehicles and auto parts imported to the U.S. Now, more than 3 months later, we're seeing the results. General Motors announcing a profit of $1.9 billion for the second quarter, significantly down from $2.9 billion in the same quarter last year. It's the first earnings call since the tariffs kicked in for a company that manufactures a portion of its vehicles overseas in Canada, Mexico, and South Korea. GM estimates that tariffs could ultimately cost the company $4 to $5 billion by the end of the year.
Tariffs, tariffs, and tariffs.
Dr. Patrick Penfield, a supply chain expert at Syracuse University, says there's no doubt that tariffs had a major impact on the earnings.
It shouldn't be a surprise because these car companies really established these North American supply chains. And so, with the Trump administration enacting these tariffs, it's really causing some disruption.
And the impacts extend beyond GM. The automaker Stellantis, which makes brands like Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram, announced on Monday that they lost nearly $350 million in the first half of the year. A White House spokesperson defended the president's tariff policies on Tuesday, telling Spectrum News that the levies are necessary to revive domestic manufacturing. In her letter to shareholders, GM CEO Mary Barra highlighted a new $4 billion investment into increasing production of pickups and SUVs in the U.S., writing, "We are positioning the business for a profitable, long-term future as we adapt to new trade and tax policies."
And economists typically think tariffs take about 3 to 4 months to be felt. So
economist Ryan Cummings from Stanford University says more tough earning calls just like this one could be on the way.
We're going to see this with a lot more manufacturers, not only in the auto industry, but if you think about in consumer durables for something like washing machines, dryers.
And investors weren't happy with the earnings report. GM stock was down over 8% on Tuesday. In Washington, I'm Koslof, Spectrum News.